test that I think all men struggle with. How? Because for me, like I had to like learn my wife, and that's something I'm continuing to learn because this year she might say, "I want you to do this when I'm emotional."
Yeah.
Next year she might do something different. And the funny thing is, it changed drastically.
Welcome to the Out in the Open podcast, where discussions are open and judgment closed.
Yes,
hosted
sir.
by me, Jay Mackin,
Simply Andre.
Coach Cherry,
And I'm just Jacob.
and we are.
Welcome back to Out in the Open Network. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm getting used to saying network, Fonzo. I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I love that. It rolls off the tongue real smooth.
Facts. So, again, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube, Out in the Open Network. Follow us also on Instagram, Out in the Open, which is OITO. Some people be trying to pronounce it.
Yeah.
OITO. Yeah.
Like, bro, just relax. It's an acronym.
OITO Network on Instagram. And follow our community page, JP Empowerment. So, Alfonso, how you doing, bro?
And I'm cold, honestly.
Yeah,
We're not wearing all these long sleeves just because we look cool and look good.
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
actually-
black men.
Yeah, it's
We
actually
cold, and we outside with it too. So if you hear like any kind of interference, it's because we outside and it's windy.
Yeah.
But we have great mics. We got a top flight engineer in the cut,
Most deaf.
Geardy. And then we got our guy Corey
Yes, sir.
holding it down with the monitors as we split the screens and all that. So we got so much life in this area, in this space, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Most
Sorry for the
definitely.
long speech.
Nah, most deaf. You good. You good. Nah, so today I wanted to have a conversation with you because we both in a committed relationship.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of get your perspective on, your journey
Yeah.
with your significant other, and I'm going based on this video you had me, you made me watch where it said that the Ace Hood video,
Oh, yeah.
where he was talking about how a lot of time he thought that like just getting the money was the thing, was the ultimate. Yeah, I'm there.
Yep.
As far as like in my home, right?
Facts.
And it's like a lot of time for us, we think that just getting the money, just being able to provide, is what's gonna create the happiness in the home. And when he realized, he was like, "Wait, so I got to do more? So I got to be there? I got to be emotionally there for you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to be all that and then some."
Facts.
So, is that something that like you struggle with? Like when the identity of how Fonzo is in the relationship, because for me it was like that, and it's still kind of way in like that, like where I feel like, nah, like that's my job. Why do I have to deal with the other side of it?
I think we grew up in this mentality in this household for men to always be a provider and a protector. And I think just recently we've gotten a new name for it. And I know you can attest to this as well. Shout outs to Kevin Samuels that passed away super early, right? A high value man, right? And we hear this term, but it's very old. To be able to provide, to voice elegant, to be secure, and all that, and then find that person, to find your person, right?
Yeah,
your partner, your the one that you spend your whole entire life with. And I just recently understood what to be a comprehensive man. So I would say, like, all my life, I thought you're supposed to be a high value man. That's the treasure.
Yeah.
To be a protector, provider, and be able to produce. Those are my thing. Like, growing up, I always thought about those 3 Ps all the time.
Yeah.
And now understanding and evolving and hearing other ideas and thoughts on how a man should be. I think a comprehensive man is the man that every man should desire to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying a man should not have some type of weight on their shoulders, but it should not only be because of money.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be dying because of money.
Yeah.
Like, it should not be the end and be all. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Do you see that in a way, like how it was a trend to be a high value man only?
Yeah.
Because I don't even think in a high value man you're able to be a compassionate person.
Yeah.
Are you able to express yourself?
Or be there for your spouse emotionally.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna lie, that's something that like I could test that I think all men struggle with. How because for me, like I had to like learn my wife, and that's something I'm continuing to learn, because this year she might say, I want you to do this when I'm emotional.
Yeah.
Next year she might do something different. And the funny thing is, it changed drastically. You don't even know when it's gonna change. Like, it's just changed. And it's like, but what the hell? Like, you wait. So emotionally, you said we did the test. You said emotionally, when I'm there, I want you to be a listener.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing that. You ain't saying nothing. Like, you ain't like, what? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of times in that season, she may be wanting to be like, she want a communicator.
Yep.
Somebody that's gonna direct her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of like, and I'm not saying that's something wrong, or it's just something for us as men is hard, because we one thing only, you know.
And that's damaging.
It's hard for us to like change.
Yeah, that's damaging though.
Yeah.
For us,
why you say that?
I feel like it's damaging for us not to be able to balance.
Yeah.
I think a lot of reason why in society, especially in black households, the reason why it always ends up being a divorce is because the man isn't able to balance.
Yeah. Okay.
We're good with one thing. Like, you tell us to do one thing, we good. Like, you tell us something new next year. Hold on, wait. You changed the agreement.
Yeah.
Like, we look at it black and white.
Yeah.
Females look at it in that gray area where it can be both things.
Yeah.
And society teaches us.
How did you learn that balance though? Because that's
recent,
again,
bro.
That's something that's like. You know
So,
like, how did you get to that process?
With me and Linda, this is how I always dealt with it, right? Like, I grew up in a single parent household, right? So my interpretation on how to treat a woman was through a woman's eyes, not through a man. So I was more in that comprehensive man before I even knew what that was. But my goals and desires was in high value, man. That's my goals and desires. But I always outwardly was a comprehensive man.
Yeah.
So, like, with Linda, I studied her. I studied what she don't and do like. I study her highs and lows. I figure out, how does she like it when she's upset? How do I communicate with her? Like, I literally always tell her this. I'm like, you know what? I know you when you're getting mad and upset. I know when you want to cry. I get that. But with her, I feel like if you don't study your female, if you don't study the person that you're with 100% of the time, then you're not going to really understand her. So, like, with me, I feel like you got to be able to study and focus on the person that you value the most, right? So step back a little bit and realize, okay, she in a space right now that she's upset. She's in a mood. Why is she moody right now?
Yeah.
Could it be her work? Is it the best time to talk to her about other things? Like, what can I do to help her, right? So maybe it's my job today to remove some of that load by listening. Because you always tell me this too, and I love it. Because there's sometimes there's people that don't want to get advice.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people, they just need you to listen.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, bro.
I learned that the hard way.
Me too, bro.
Yeah.
I had a friend that literally called me out of the blue, told me his issues, and he's like, thanks, bro, for listening. I'm like, wait, I was ready to jump in.
Yeah.
So what about you? Like, how did you figure that out? Not even in marriage, like girlfriend and boyfriend type?
Shoot, man, I'm still learning that.
Yeah,
bro. It's a process, bro. Like the balancing process, because for me, it could be draining sometimes. It could be draining. It's like, bro, like I just want to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just be good about the thing that I can give you? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I have to respect that.
Those boundaries.
I have to respect that. I need to, if for us to move forward, for us to get to a point where we can have a successful marriage. We have a successful marriage. I have to kind of learn that balance, which is what? Yes, I could be a provider, but also while I'm at work working for us, I also need to be available. Like if she called me and she want to vent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's hard because it's a lot of time like we just focusing on, like I'm focusing on work right now. Like why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of like humbling and literally like just putting yourself aside in a way. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of like learning.
And I feel like it's both ways too, because I remember I had to teach, and there's nothing wrong about teaching your significant other how you want to be communicated and loved on, right? So I remember I remember we was getting in a heated conversation, right? I never say arguments.
For real?
Yeah, a heated conversation, heated discussion, right? And I told her, because she wanted me to answer and respond quickly. And I'm the type of person, I like to think about it. I like to understand. So like when she was going at it with me, I was just sitting back and I wasn't giving her the response in appropriate time, basically. And then so like she's like, why aren't you answering back? Like why aren't you responding?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, you asking me 30 questions in like 1 minute. You asking me all these questions in like 1 minute. Like I'm the type of person, like I have to understand what you're asking me and then think about the answer, because I don't want to say something that hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
So like I'm not only thinking about how to answer it, I'm thinking about how to not hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So it's like, we have to also teach as well as receive.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be on the side where you could be emotionally available as a man, but then when it's your time to be that person that's pouring, they're not ready to receive. That becomes a bottleneck situation where, dang, like, not only do I have to be in the society where I have to be the provider, they don't look at women to be that. As crazy as it is, like, as backwards as it is, 99.9% of the time, they're going to tell, yo, you're supposed to be bringing in some type of income. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't call it backwards, because I think that's something that, biblically speaking.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's like they push that notion like, oh, you have to be that. But at the same time, they don't give us the space to be emotionally there.
That's true. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dang, like, y'all want us to do this, but y'all can't accept this. So I think we really got to be cautious of, like, when we are opening up, we open up with the person knowing this is why. It's not to be like, damn, like, it's kind of like Samson. You remember Samson in the Bible where he didn't listen to God about, like, his powers in his hair. And he fell into the trap of when she came up and seduced him. And he cut his hair. And it's just like, dang, bro, like, you allowed yourself to fall short because you wanted to do other things. So I think as us guys, we got to be cautious of expressing without teaching. Like, hey, like, this is how I want to be talked to, or hey, like, this is not the best time for me to express my emotions. I'm in work mode. Yeah. Like, there's a time and place for everything. So like, I don't want to disarm you. I don't want to take away how you're feeling, but this may disrupt the family flow at this very moment. Can it wait? I'm not saying stop talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Could this conversation be talked at the dinner table?
Yeah.
If that's a yes, then I would love to have it.
Would you say the approach gotta be somewhat very because I'm not gonna lie. If I say if she hit me, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit right now, bro. I'm at work.
Yeah, definitely.
So the delivery.
Yeah, bro, that's an argument. You're not even gonna be able to end that call.
So you think it's just delivery? It's like
Yeah.
it's okay. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my delivery sucks.
For real?
Yeah, it sucks.
I feel like my not intuition, me being aware sucks.
Yeah.
I think me being aware when she tells me about her day, I'll kind of like lose sight of what she's actually telling me, just to ask her about something else. So like I be
So she think like she said you're not listening.
Yeah, and I'll be listening. But in the back of my head, I'm like, dang, bro, like, what we gonna eat later on? Like, what we gonna eat later on? Cause like, granted, like, the things that like Linda be telling me, it's like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
But she loves telling me it.
Yeah.
So like, I would have to like be in the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about lunch. Like, so like, I gotta learn how to be in the moment. So like, she'll be, and then she'll text me too. She'll ask me like, she'll be like, so what happened with the other patient that I had? I'm like,
bro, same thing, bro. Like she would like tell me something very in depth, right? And then remind me of that 3 hours from now. I'm like, what? Oh, so you wasn't listening? All
yes,
right.
bro, they hit you with that.
I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I wasn't.
And they wait, bro. They wait for that. Then there's a
Yeah.
whole argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, do you feel like, did you ever get to a point where you truly was listening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like.
How do you even like, because you have to, because as men, we such fixers. We fixers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't never met a man that wants to be in drama all day. One thing we
Facts.
love is our peace.
Facts.
Facts. We need our peace. Give us our peace.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how bad you are, bro. If you bring chaos, bro, get from around me.
Get out, bro.
I talk to a lot of men. They're like, bro, we don't value the look. Like, I don't know. For some reason,
Dysfunction, yeah.
we don't value the look. We value peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, for us, it's like how do you get to that point where it's like you truly listening? You know what I'm saying?
It may sound crazy. It got to be something super interesting or crazy.
Yeah.
If it's like,
And I'm saying listening without giving advice, because we so fixers.
Oh.
So I'm talking about like listening where it's like, we know in our mind, like, bro, if she said like I'm at work, she was talking to me, and I got you know, all that, and all you could be like is like, bro, just move to the other room, bro. But how do you stop yourself from not saying that?
you know what, bro?
How do you stop from because it's, bro, you know the funny thing is, usually there's always a solution. In my mind.
Always, bro.
But if I say that, she said I'm not listening.
Bro, I figured it out a while back, bro. And it was a hard way too. It's cause like every time something would happen around the same time, I would give advice and nothing else would change.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would just
She ain't listening to you,
bro. Yeah, bro. I just listen. I'll be like, in my head, I'm like, I'm answering like, see,
answering
like,
the question.
See, like this is why, and I think at the same time, they want to hear themselves.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, they want to hear themselves.
Yeah.
So, us being the safe place,
Yeah.
that's where they can do it.
Yeah.
At. So, you don't want to make it where it's like, damn, like I can't even talk to this person, because you know what, they gonna have that conversation with somebody else.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that conversation happen with me,
Yeah.
and I don't respond back.
Yeah.
Type vibe. And not saying like, oh, like that's potential like cheating or potential whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like you want your person to be able to be safe and vulnerable and transparent with you at any moment. So I think that's my key is just to be able to hone in on maybe I remember this conversation already happening, so I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, and I think that's something that like we need to. I think this is something that like is like we need to kind of hit up other men to see how they deal with it, because it's such a, it could hit us in every level where they feel like we're not listening or they feel like we're not available emotionally. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of time we feel like we are, but they want another aspect of, you know what I'm saying? Like they're another level.
Another level.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing too, is like because me and my wife, we doing couples therapy now. Because again, we've been to a lot this year, and it's kind of like I'm getting to know a different person.
Wow.
So it's like I remember one time we was arguing, and not even one time. I'm talking about like last month.
Yeah.
Arguing every day.
Yeah, heated
You know what I'm saying?
conversations.
I said argument because it'd be real arguments, dog. I don't know. You're sweet. We
gonna work it out.
It'd be real cussing going on. So it'd be real cussing going on.
Yeah.
So it's just like I figured out, like, bro, we just don't understand each other. You know what I'm saying? And I feel a lot of men will let it slide. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it takes a different level of men to be like, all right, I just can't figure this out right now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just a learning pattern. But I feel like a lot of men just kind of give up, because it's like, bro, I tried everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's okay to seek it somewhere else. A lot of time, you know, the funny thing is, a lot of answers, we figured it out from other dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another thing too with us being able to go outside for help is a crucial aspect too, because I think with us trying to do everything, I don't think we've tried everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we've tried. So like, for example, if you're having like a heated conversation with your significant other, and you say like, I've done everything, I've tried everything, you honestly haven't really. Yeah. You haven't probably tried therapy. You probably haven't gone outside to take a walk. You probably didn't go in a different city. When I say try everything, try everything. Be adventurous maybe one season, or be more intimate one season, or talk to your significant other in a different house. Like, there's a lot of things that you could do to change the outcome of going to separation, divorce. And I think we don't utilize that often, because we go through conflict and not understand how to resolve it. Yeah. I think back then they used to have the class where it's like conflict resolution. Yeah. Now we don't know how to deal with conflict. Yeah. When conflict come, man, we're ready to swing. We're ready to argue. I'm right. I'm wrong. This and this. And you going back and forth. You wasting time. Yeah. Like, especially when you're in a relationship, this is one thing I learned the hard way too, is it's not about who's right or wrong. Yeah. It's about where we going. Yeah, that's true. I hate when people come across me and be like, man, I'm right about this. Okay, there's people that get to the point of being right that they lose everything around them, bro. That's true, yeah. Like they hold being the one that's the winner, the one that's right, to the point where they don't got nobody on their side. So you value winning more than people? Yeah. Like, that's stupid to me, bro. Like, relationship should be one of the core things that you value. There's no one-man island. You cannot survive on your own. So I think when we deal with our significant other, we should definitely value just finding that common ground, even if it's a little thing. Like, maybe we're not gonna agree to this, but hey, we know that Mar got to sleep at 8:00. Hey, our son got to sleep at 8:00. We gonna agree to that point right there. Yeah, keep it moving.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's ego. It's like, bro, like sooner. It's like, bro, it's like, damn, you try me. I don't want to talk to you right now. Yeah, ego. It's like, like, you know, I want to be right. You know. Yep. But I think you're right, man. At the end of the day, it's never about who's right, who's wrong. It's about what's the direction. You know. The
direction, yeah.
But you know, 2 questions before we end, I would say is, how do you feel like men could get to a point where they can be available more, you know, more available with their significant other. Don't hold one title. Be more. Like be like water, pretty much. Like how do we get to that point? What do you think? How do we get to that point? Because it's easy to say do, but how do we even get there? Because mind you, most men didn't grow up in that. They didn't grow up in that environment where their dad was available with money, but with also time, with also emotion. I know for me, my dad was available on. He always tell us, "I'm going to work to feed y'all and leave me alone."
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Going about my face, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us grew up in that where that's how we looked at. That's how we see it. We never seen the both at hand. You know, we never see an emotional dad and a provider at the same time.
At the same time.
That's the question.
You hitting.
And that's the question I want to tell the audience is like, how do we even get there? Because it's cute to say I'm there. You know what I mean?
You hitting it right on the nose, bro.
Yeah.
I think, like when you said that, it reminded me of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but in a different way. I'm looking at it as a masculine and a comprehensive man. I feel like we have to find the balance, and that balance is being a whole man. And I think with us, it's harder because we're already in relationships and they already kind of know how we are. So it's hard for us to I don't want to say change, but adopt a new custom, right? Because they're gonna be surprised on, hey yo, like I got some feelings here and I got compassion for you about how you feel and I'm here to listen. What's going on? Versus a man that knows how to be a comprehensive man and then starts dating, because they can steer it in that foundation of I'm a comprehensive man. Just like a man that's all masculine and all macho, no, like we gonna do this. You don't have no say so. Like you going this way, and that way. Cause I grew up in a household that I am the provider, I'm the protector, and I'm gonna produce. Anything outside the house, don't even ask me about it. Business is business. You're not gonna know nothing about it. Why is the house not clean? Like all that. That's the macho man, right? So it's gonna be a lot harder for that man to step outside that box if that's all he knows. So I think us sending that message, other men that understand being a comprehensive man is what it is, to spread that is gonna be a lot easier than somebody that only knows what they know. Because you really can't teach somebody that don't know nothing about what it is to be a comprehensive man. Like for me, like I didn't know anything about a comprehensive man until I would say like last year. What about you? Like you feel like that could change?
It can. I think, anything unlearned takes pain.
That's big.
Anything that like, and we're looking at a fiend, right? A fiend that wants to get better, wants to get to a place where they're sober. That process is painful.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, how do we unlearn what we learned from our parents? I'm not gonna lie, it takes work. You can't just woke up and be like, I'm good. It takes work. Like, and the work it starts with communicating with your partner for real, and stop all this surface level talk.
Facts.
It's too much surface level talk. It's like, you should know what I go through. You should know my deep, darkness. Like, you should know my secrets.
Facts.
If you my boy for real, you should. Or maybe we gotta like stop calling each other that. Maybe we need to call each other close friends or far away friends. Let's define it.
That's crazy.
Because there's a lot of fake relationship going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stop the cap.
Between the women and between men too. It's like, if you're my real brother, you need to know what's going on for real.
Yeah.
And you can't be judging me. You know what I'm saying? So it's and it's not therapy. The first thing is not therapy. It's actually whatever dude you call your brother, you need to talk to him. Yeah. It need to be it need to be real conversations.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't want to tell you because I was embarrassed, but like I've been dealing with pornography.
Yeah.
Or I've been dealing with masturbation. Like, be real, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what you gotta lose, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Be real. So that's what I feel like men need to tap into to understand and learn. Okay, this. Okay, let's get to a better me by opening myself. Because I remember the first time I opened myself, man, that's literally what my journey of being free is. Like, where
That's
I can
good.
open up to anybody and not care
Yeah.
care if you
Not
judge
being
me
judged,
or not. I
yeah.
don't care. Like, because at the end of the day, you're dealing with your own stuff too.
Facts. We all
You know what
are.
I'm saying?
That's true.
So that I think as men, we just gotta unlearn things that we learn, and start the process of opening it up, and cry more, be vulnerable more,
Yeah.
and get to a point where you can tap into your emotions, and also use it. And one thing I'm not saying to out here pouring your emotion to your lady, cause she ain't no damn therapist.
Yeah.
But there's time we like, hey baby, like on Saturday, can we talk?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Make it a schedule thing. Don't just do it just
Out of your will, yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
like that actually.
Yeah, like-
there is a destructive if you're over emotional.
Yeah, there is a way where you can be over emotional.
Yeah, over expressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then she's not gonna look at you as a man.
Yeah. And
You
she
now
gonna
you
look
a
at you like
female.
a damn patient.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
even a female, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cry too much. Nah,
Yeah.
I need where my man at, you know, pause. But yeah, like I think that's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's a valid point. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like it's a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance. Yeah.
You gotta balance it out,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah,
Um,
man.
Last question I was gonna say, I'm gonna ask is, what would you tell your younger self about their current philosophy on being a man? And I'm talking about like not even your younger self. I'm talking about like yourself in high school, because we all thought we was a man in high school. We all thought we had it
Facts.
figured out in high school till we graduated, when we realized like bread actually costs a lot. Like eggs, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
real
snap.
stuff. So like, what would you tell your high school self about? And then tap into your mindset when you was in high school. What would you tell yourself about? Hey, bro, like I think you need to unlearn this, or I think you need to, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I kid you not, bro. I didn't have confidence in myself as I thought I had. I was always outgoing, but I put all my eggs in one basket. And when I say that, man, I would literally attach myself with the first girl that gave me like some type of affection. And it wasn't even like genuine.
Yeah.
I was stuck in that friend zone all high school, bro.
Yeah. Man.
Every girl that I dealt with. But I would definitely tell my older self to have more confidence and believe.
No, I'm saying, what would you tell your younger self now? Like, let's say your younger self appeared and you was talking to him. What would you tell him about, like, damn, maybe you needed to unlearn. It's like you giving your younger self
advice?
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely say continue to stay genuine.
Yeah.
Don't follow the crowd, because I had a lot of peers that was doing the complete opposite of what I really felt.
Yeah.
So I think being genuine, it's okay to show your emotions, because I was the type of person that just never really showed emotions. And I would also say, don't worry about being Haitian, because I was scared, bro.
Being Haitian, yeah.
Especially my last name, bro.
Yeah.
Sherry, bro. I tell you, every time they would do roll call,
Yeah.
I would be shaking
Yeah.
because of my last name.
Yeah.
So just embrace the journey, and just have more confidence, man. I think I didn't have enough confidence in myself, and that kind of disrupted my interaction with females.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
What about you?
I think for me, definitely tell myself I'm enough. Like, I'm good, you know? Because I had a I was very insecure about what I put on, my clothes, how I speak, you know, do people like me? Oh, I know they don't, you know what I'm saying? I know they it's kind of like I belittle myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, in high school, when I stepped in the room, I like, right now, like when I step in the room, I'm stepping in the room. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Big
But, like,
stepper.
in high school, like I just felt like everybody was judging me. Everybody seen me as a little. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my younger self, like, bro, like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay because at the end of the day, you know, and that's why, like, if I was speaking to high schoolers, and that's one thing I would tell them, like, whatever you think your identity is here, you live in a lie. You live in a lie. You're not, like, the famous people you see in the school.
That's big.
They ain't going to be famous after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The nerdy guy that you bullying is going to own the school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lie.
That's facts.
High school is a lie. That's why I would tell them, like, high school is a lie.
Yeah.
So don't believe whatever social, you know, like social bracket you in.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like that in real life.
That's big, man.
When you go to Walmart, bread gonna be still $3, and you still gonna have to work.
Bruh,
Yeah,
you know what's crazy about that, bruh? I remember a teacher, bro, got so mad at a student, and they were like, "You're not gonna be like this in real life." Oh, I never really understood that until we here. Like, bruh, we really here. This is life.
Not a foul. You gotta work for it.
Yeah, like, yo, that's crazy.
Nah,
right.
for real. Like, it's. That's what I would tell them, and that's why I would tell myself, like, bro, it's a lie, bro. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Don't believe the hype, bro. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the social like the bracket they
The
put
bracket,
you in.
yeah.
Don't believe it, bro. Because at the end of the day, shit hit the fan when you walk out the stage.
Facts. That's when it really started. That second week.
Yeah, when that GPA ain't straight and the ACT score ain't high, the college ain't calling. Like, and then your parents like, oh, what you about to do now?
That's when that hits.
So that's what I would tell myself. So, but at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, the conversation needs to continue, and the goal is how we could get to a point as men where we could be like water, because what water is, it could take any shape. That's one thing about water that is very like vital.
Yeah.
Where it could take any shape, and whatever is needed, it could be.
Yep.
So it's hard, but I think the first thing is definitely open up to your close ones. I think that's the first step.
I like that. I like that.
I think that's the first step. So,
and being transparent too.
Transparent, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So we're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna definitely part 2 in this.
Welcome to Out in the Open podcast, where discussions are open and judgment closed. Hosted by me, J.